Oh, right, and we left it when it was raining. Damn. We need to fill these thingy buckets as well, actually, don't we? And I need to eat. And if I remember correctly, we've got an axe. Yep, we need to deliver an axe. Did we have another one? A missing bow. I need to make a bow before we go. And I need to get an axe out of storage. Sadly, friend got a lurk. Work is kicking my ass. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, but you go ahead and do what you need to do. And see, I just did it. Fucking. Oh, I just did it. Have a good day, Talon. I'll be over here just pulling my torch out randomly if you need me. Oh, shit. There's no... No, that's not an axe. That's a hoe. I don't need no hoe. We'll do that. I will go make a bow to go with my hoe that I don't need. Yo. And I'm gonna stop now. Sorry, that was terrible. But yes, you go kick Work's ass back. By all means. I believe I made hoses. Yeah, I did make those hoses because she ran out and she wasn't able to grub up the or fertilize and then plow the flax field. Let's see. We left recipe ingredients in here. Oh my god, my throat. Ooh, phlegm. We left the recipe ingredients for a bow, which will also clear the bow requirement on the big game as well. And then we can go and deliver both of these to our people in Gustovia. I think I have loads of things to sell as well, so we'll take a bunch of stuff. I made a load of buckets. And we need to find a bear and hunt it. I know roughly where there are bears on this map, so I'll go look for them. And already I'm getting a warning in the top left. A thing doesn't have a thing that it needs to do its thing. What do you need over here, kitchen? No resources. Could you elaborate, please? What do you not have? It could just be that they don't have... Actually, no, they should have everything. So I filled up on groceries. They have bowls and plates, a plate, or maybe they don't. No, I think they do. But apparently the kitchen has no resources. So I don't know what exactly the problem is there. It's not very... It doesn't elaborate. It's not like we're missing this particular thing. I think is still really annoying. They need to change the UI in this game. They gotta do that at some point. Why are there shoes in here? Those are mine. I should put those in my house. Wooden bowls, wooden plates. You have plenty of both to be cracking on with. Because if it's something like, oh, we don't have this, but we have plenty of the end result for now, then fine. I don't really care. But for whatever reason, kitchen is saying no resources. Let me go back to my people list. Samboja doesn't have a status. Sometimes it tells you up here that they don't have a certain thing or another thing. Oh hey, Wifey is now level 4 farming? Sweet. That happened, but how do I know what the resource is? Oh, here it is. It's in here. That's really dumb. It should just list things in here, like put another section down here and it's like, items missing to do my job. You know, it's in the actual work assignment. Okay, no resources for porridge, no oat grain. Didn't we get it? Oh god, I'm gonna do that all day. Didn't we get... What do you call... Oh, it's in... Okay, you remember last stream I said about how you have to make sure you put things in the correct storage type? Resources. Apparently oats are not food, they're a resource, because they can be used by multiple things, not just the kitchen. They can be used in the barn to make animal feed, for instance, and they can be used by farmers to plant as a crop. Right, I put that in the wrong place, because it's like, it's food to me, but that should clear that. There we go, that cleared the warning. Nice, now the kitchen can get on with making porridge. I need to eat as well before we make a run for it. I have a pottage, which I have now, and now nice and full. A happy belly. I'm gonna put the water bowl, the thingy bowl in there. And we're gonna go back in the house and put these shoes away. I don't know why they ended up in the storage bin. In fact, yeah, actually, hang on. Where did these come from then? Because I already have shoes. I was thinking, well, if my fur boots are in here, what have I been wearing before? When did we get these? We have just a pair of random fucking shoes. See, they're good for fur, like, the fur boots are good for cold protection. These are as good for heat protection, but also have a little cold protection. We should put those on then, since they're good all round. But it's summer right now, so it doesn't really matter. We do want to get some fresh duds for our dude eventually, but it's summer. All right, let's go sell some of our stuff. Oh my god, stop doing that. Let's sell these buckets, bags. Pretty close to the limit, and we have more buckets in there still, yeah. Off we go. I'm wondering if I can get away with giving the the person who wants a bow this damn near destroyed one. That might be. I probably need to take the other bow out of my. Before we run away from our town. I'm sorry, I just want to check this real quick. Oh, this is, yeah. Let's see. I need to put the missing bow on there. So it says missing bow, 1 required, 1 obtained. Let's see what happens. Because the specifics of the quest was they wanted me to craft the bow. But if I put the 100% full bow in here now... Ah, no, the game isn't falling for it. What if I get the 78% one out? Now that one, yeah, it's probably because it's in the red zone on condition now, and it's like, no, you can't give those as quest fulfillment rewards. But at the very least, I don't want to give somebody a completely brand new bow. I'm not that kind of helpful neighbor. Jesus. I'm the kind of guy that in this game, at the very least, when I'm in a game. Anyway, I'm not this kind of guy in the real world, but I'd be the kind of guy where, like, his medieval neighbor knocks on the door, like, "Hi, can I borrow your hedge trimmer, please?" And I'd give them the broken one in the shed that doesn't work very well. Like, yeah, you can have borrow this one. And I've got a good one for myself, because I've got to do my own hedge trimming as well. Can I have a bow, please? Yeah, I've got this half-broken one here. You can have that. Oh, I was hoping for a new one. No, I've made a new one, but that's mine. You can have this one. You can have the older one that I'm not using anymore. Oh, okay, thanks. Oh, so terrible. Such terribleness. I can't remember as well if we found bandits in the summer. There were bandits in the spring, but I don't think we found any in the summer on any of the routes we've travelled thus far. We got a quest as well, but we've got to go all the way down to the bloody south, like Jazerica. This is the Master Angler. 2 seasons to do that. I think we're going to do that today. Alwyn has... We have to wait till next season. We just beat him at archery. Ooh, excuse me, in the rain. He was being a cocky little shit. And we need to talk to Unagost still about Kestrel. We'll probably do that today as well. Not right now. I'll do that towards the end of summer. I've got things to do in town still. We have loads of flax. We were making sewing hut, so we can make our own linen threads now, which we can use to make more bows, and we can use them to create torches around the town. It's thread and cloth. But I think I was going to do that, and I want to get somebody working in the workshop doing production, so that I don't have to fuck around. And I might task my hunters with drying a bunch of meat, opposed to me doing it all the time. Because they're bringing in like 60 meat a day. I tell them to dry half of that on a daily basis, and then I just go collect it, put it in the export bins. That could be an idea, you know. And then, for now, we don't really need anybody in the sewing hut doing stuff on a daily. We don't have enough material to have it be functional with, like, an NPC churning out goods on a daily basis. We'd need not just linens, but we'd need furs, which I can tell my hunters to gather now. I could put another person in the hunting hut, I think. I'm pretty sure that hunting can have 2 people. So we could get another hunter, double up everything we're getting, and they can start asking them to do, but it will double up the knife consumption. Let's see, did we have a production specialist here? No, but we've got a couple of guys who can do hunting, 3 of them in fact, and a fisherman. We have a fishing hut that needs a person as well. So that's a possibility. Alright, where's this person who wanted the bow? Are they out in the fields? I think they are. No, they're not. They're down there somewhere. Hang on. What the hell? Oh, she's hanging out here, trapped by the calf. Hello, Oda. Is this why you needed the bow? Wow, Jesus Christ. Aggressive little creatures, ain't they? Okay, yeah, this is why you need the bow. Self-defense against the cows. Here you go. You must be really good at crafting. Yes. I'm a crafty bugger. Gotta watch out for me. And you, little Mr. Calf, stay the hell away from me. Alright. We need now to deliver an axe to a guy over here. I think it's the farmer, right? It's, yeah, Nerod is the farmer. See? He's just hanging out at the tavern. Well, oh my god. Pressing F every time. F's in chat, please, for my ability to play the game. Here's the axe you wanted. Now you have to get back to work. No drinking during the day for you. Shoo. I know a few recipes from the old days. I'll show them to you. Oh god, I nearly punched him. It's the gratitude people get from me, you know. Alright, what can we sell? And where can we sell any of it? I seem to always home in on the farming guy because he's the closest guy to the front door. Show me your wares. He doesn't have a lot of money left. But he has enough to buy those buckets. 193 coin. Ooh. Can only buy about half of my meat. He can't take all my meat. There are a few people who can. So don't feel too bad about that. I will go find someone else. Hey, Sir Chock. Wow, what an innuendo to greet a raid with. Butter Chalk, hello, come on in. How's it going? Thank you for the raid, appreciate it. How was your day? What were you streaming? Alright, show me them.
Never disappoint.
God, she sounds so disappointed though. My wares never disappoint. Alright, sell all this. Did I have anything else? No, it was just those, wasn't it? Did we want to buy some stuff from them? Oh, that's right, you're still on Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Yeah. Still enjoying it? Because it looked like a lot of fun. I remember watching Talon play it, and was it Talon or was it... It might have been Tusa now that I think about it. It was either Tusa or Talon playing it, and damn, it was good. Yeah.
Goodbye.
I guess they've both probably played it at some point. It's definitely both of their jam. Loving it? Excellent. I was just talking about the game that I've fallen back into earlier, Space Engineers. Oh boy, and that's one of the reasons why every time I go up to talk to someone or open a chest in this game, I do this. Bloop, pull my torch out like an absolute idiot. Because pressing F in Space Engineers opens up inventories and interacts with items, and in this game it's E. I've been playing way too much of it. Doing a bunch of side content at the moment, getting stupid overleveled. Now that is the way. That is the way. I love doing that in games, especially the games that let you do it. Instead of like, oh, you're a higher level? Yeah, we're going to scale the difficulty up a little bit. Looking at you, Bethesda. So what if I want to murder something in one hit? I should get so overleveled that I can look at a super mutant with a slight glare and their head explodes. That's what I want to do. Don't take my god fantasies away from me with your level scaling nonsense. I want to be overpowered. I want to one-shot things. Guild Wars 2's kind of like that as well. It's like, yeah, you're in a lower level zone, so we're going to kind of scale you down. Oh, okay. So it's still a challenge. And it's like, but this is the starter zone. I should be able to sweep through this like a tornado of death. Unlocked a materia called Health Firaga. Has a chance to instant kill. Nice. And stun and poison. Nice. That's what you want. You just want, like, I want to point at something and I want it to drop dead. Like, you, bleh, death. Yes. Fear my mightiness. I want the Infinity Gauntlet. I just want to snap my fingers and half of everything on the map just disappears. Gone. Turned to dust and drifting away. But yeah, I was saying I fell into Space Engineers again super deep. Oh my, I think I've got about 2,000 hours in that game in total so far, which is by no means anywhere near what some of the, like, as a veteran of the game as well, in a sense, because I adopted it when it was still way in its beginnings. My consumption of that game has always been like feast and famine. You know, I binge the hell on it, and then I'm done with it. And I'm like, oh boy, I'm tired. I need to stop. And then I don't touch it for like half a year at a time to maybe a full year. I tried to play a bunch of it while I was over here with my laptop last year after moving here and leaving all my shit in England and my gaming PC that could handle it nicely. I'm turning down all the settings because I was like, I want to play Space Engineers. I suddenly had a craving. The craving hit, and I played a whole bunch of it, and then I stopped. Like, middle of summer, boom, didn't want to touch it again. I was like, I'm done. Oh boy. Need more hours. Yes, I've got to get my hours up. I've got to bump up those rookie numbers. Definitely. Okay, what do we need to do in town? We have... Oh, we needed to upgrade this, of course. What do we need? We need logs and planks. Logs and planks. Well, let's get that... Press F every time. Space Engineers has broken me. I'm gonna get 29 logs. Oh boy, that's heavy. We should probably do the roof first. So it's piddling it down with rain. Oh, but yeah, could you not be doing that, please? Thank you. I will now make... we needed 8 And does this make 2? This makes 2. So I've got to do math. Hang on. 16 for 4 roof segments. Boom. There we go. Yeah, I started on, like, I got the mod set up where you can fill it with a bunch of different custom-made planets from the workshop, because this game has so many mods. You know, the real end game in Space Engineers is modding the shit out of it and having it work. And yeah, I found a mod that's like, yeah, we'll make a custom solar system out of all of the planets that you spawn in. Otherwise you have to place them in like creative mode, and it's so janky and weird. So it's like you just tell this a bunch of parameters and it just cracks on with it and makes a whole solar system. Did I make too many planks? I suck at math. We only needed 6 for each of these as well, not 8, so I did the math wrong. Okay, well that's fine, we have planks to spare to turn into barrels and stuff. So yeah, I made this really cool solar system that the planet that I'm orbiting is really close to another planet, which is what I wanted, because everything was so far away. I wanted all the planets to like compress in. I wanted, like, you know, there to be a huge planet, and I'm on another one, and it's rotten, like, or it's like a smaller moon or something, you know, and or to have a rather big moon orbiting a planet, or a couple of them, you know. So I've got closer bodies of different celestial bodies to fly to and get to. Need 8 stone for this. I'm going to hold off on wood for now because you need logs for other stuff, so... So yeah, bunch of stone. And yeah, then I found this one planet. I'm like, oh, this is a really cool custom one. It's like really high plateaus and very deep gorges, and like a big gorge, like a big open plain in the middle. And yeah, like this is where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna build right here on this plateau overlooking this gorge. I'm gonna burrow down into it to make a road to go down in there and get any resources. It's gonna be cool. And then this other mod I've installed is a random faction mod. Like, the game has some of this, and you can turn on like random encounters, but they're just like basically made ships that just spawn in every now and then and fly past you and then disappear when they get so far away. This one adds more variety to that. It adds the ability for them to call in reinforcements and help and so on, and you can bolt in other mods for other factions and other behaviors. Some of them have really interesting, like, personal behaviors. Some of them are more based on planets, so they make bases on planets. Others are only in space. You know, and there's raiders, what are they called? Reavers from Firefly. Is it Reavers? Yeah, I think so, right? So it's the crazy weirdos. So the ships kind of look like theirs from Firefly. It's really good. Like, the people that made it, they've done a good job. And this one faction decides, while I'm just minding my own business, getting my base built on this planet, they decide they're going to show up, just going to roll right up past my base, flying in orbit, 3 kilometers away, and began bombarding my base with gunfire. And I was like, why? They destroyed so much. Cool, we just finished the house. Nice. They put holes in the roof of my manufacturing facility and nearly actually hit some of the machinery. They blew out. It was almost like a surgical strike. I had, from my manufacturing facility, where I've got all the containers underneath, they were safe. They're full of ore and ingots, and the refineries were taking ore, turning it into ingots and pulling it back into the containers specifically set to receive ingots. Those are connected to the manufacturing facility, and then from there it comes out of the rooftop through some conveyors, like a bunch of like cargo tubes, to these huge cargo containers and feeds in from the top down. And I had like 6 of them, so I had like different stuff in different containers. I like to keep it all separate, and they shot all but one of those 6 containers with 1 artillery hit each one like bam, bam, bam. destroyed them to just the point where they're unusable. Like, the hatches on them seal up and lock up because it's powered down, it's not functioning anymore, but they were still intact enough to not be obliterated and explode. And then they shot different sections of the conveyor tubing out, and I was like, is this intentional? Because this is not random gunfire. This is like surgical strikes. It's like they knew what they wanted to hit. And if that's the case, I'm impressed. But it was like they didn't destroy anything. They inconvenienced me. Because I then had to run around and repair it all without being able to access all of my materials to repair it. I was like, that's a dick move. That's a dick move, game. You just put me to so much trouble. And now I'm building a defense shield, or I'm going to put like heavy armor over my buildings. And I need to make a hangar now to put all my ships in, or all of. I've got one ship that I imported from my old game, because you can blueprint them and import them and weld them up and so on. They act like a hologram that you can weld, and all the components go in and it builds the blocks. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I did all of that. But I was inconvenienced by these guys. Very rude. I don't know how they dare. Oh boy. Okay, I don't really know what I want to do right now. We don't have enough resources to build anything. Getting a bit late in the day, but there's only Lesnica, Tutkia that have quests. Do we want to start heading to Jazerica then? I guess? Maybe. Okay. Why don't we do that? I need a few things if I'm going to head that way. I need food. I have a water skin, right? Yeah. Might not be near a water source for a while. I'm going to take this meat with gravy and a porridge and a potage and a stew. I'm going to take a bunch of food with me. And we're going to need some fire materials, but I imagine I'll be able to find sticks to make a campfire. It is getting kind of late, but should be good. I will take a little bunch of sticks. In fact, there are 3 types of fireplace. Simple campfire needs 16 sticks. A wood campfire needs actual firewood, 8 firewood. I'll take that. We have loads of firewood. We're good for firewood. So actually, let me take 16 of it, and then I can make 2. We're probably going to end up camping there for the night, or most of the way there. Alright. Oh, and before I go, let me just eat something and leave. I have 3 stews with me, so I'll eat a stew. Put that back. Everybody has plenty of tools. I can probably leave the town alone for a day. And let's go on an adventure. An adventure. That's cool. I never noticed before. Oh, that's the kitchen, and it's got a chimney with smoke coming out of it. I thought it was a house at first. I'm like, I've never seen the houses have chimneys with smoke. What's this? Okay, what's a good route to go? I think we're gonna go up to Denica, and then we'll follow this path all the way down because we're gonna go and do the Master Angler. This is a quest for the wife. Seems like a bit of a long walk for a bowl of soup. Right, yes, she wants us to go and get some fish stew from a master angler to the town. Okay then. The things we husbands do, right? I mean, I got... Oh, yeah. Today, of course, gas station, up the road, get my customary coffee. Just cooling, so I need to drink it because I don't like cold coffee, it's gross. And I got Shy a 1 litre bottle of Pepsi because she really likes Pepsi, and she finished just about. She's got about that much left in the bottle that she has sitting over there on her sock machine table. that she finished off yesterday, and she was like, I don't have any more Pepsi when this is gone, and I'm like, oh, so, because, you know, we're so sarcastic with each other. We have a very healthy relationship. No, we do. We have a lot of fun. And, yeah. So I said, well, maybe this week I'll pick you one up. So I did. I got my coffee, and I got Shire Pepsi. And then, as my reward for being such a good husband, the gas station attendant... Oh, there's a cart here. Oh, there's leather. Salted meat. Okay. Emergency road rations. Nothing else? Nope. Okay. Right, back to the story. Ooh, loot. Shiny things. So, yeah, the attendant at the checkout, like, puts them through. We talk regular because, yeah, I'm going there practically every other day for coffee, and he's like, you want a free bag of chips? And I'm like, oh, I like free. Free sounds great to me. So, not this path. So she's like, yeah, they're fine. They're in date by like a month still. They've got till the 6th of June. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she said, but people don't really buy this flavor, and they're Miss Vicky's, which are like kettle chips. And they're spicy tomato ketchup. I'm not really a ketchup fan. Like, to have ketchup and people who don't ketchup in fries, I'm not one of those. I'm a mayo fan. You know, for that. I don't like ketchup, don't like it on burgers, don't really like it at all. I cook with ketchup when I mix it with other stuff. I use it in sweet and sour sauce and so on, because it's really good. Like, you put a load of other flavors in, and then the ketchup kind of disappears, you know. So, anyway, thought, well, okay, wouldn't be my choice. I've never picked these up before. I usually get the sweet chili and sour cream Miss Vicky's, or just salted. Plain old salted. They're good enough for me. But I said, well, I'll give them a try. You know, and she's like, yeah, the thing is, people don't really buy this flavor very much. And I'm like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, because people obviously, you know, don't really try them. And I'm like, okay. She's like, so what we're doing is we're just giving a few out for free, because we got a big delivery in for the last few times, and we haven't downscaled the order of this flavor. We keep forgetting. And I'm like, oh. She's like, so we've got loads of them, and we need to get rid of the oldest stock, and if it's not selling, we may as well give it out for free. I'm like, sweet. And she's like, tell you what, you come here regular, have another bag. So she stuck a second bag in the carrier bag for me, and I'm like, oh, bless you. So that's my good deed reward for the day, getting my wife a Pepsi, and then I got myself 2 bags of chips. And I think she actually gave me that because I did say to her, like, well, Shy can't eat spicy stuff. She has allergies and the like. Yeah, I said, but I can, so I'll give them a try, you know. And I said, although, when was it? Yesterday? Is Erica this way? Yep. Yesterday, I think it was, or the day, but yeah, yesterday, I went to the store anyway, and got myself a coffee again. A different attendant was on duty, and I bought a big family bag of barbecue flavored Lay's chips, and I bought a big family bag of dill pickle for Shy. She likes those, and the barbecue ones are still a little bit on the edge of being too spicy for her. It makes her, like, itch and so on, like the allergy kicks in from the spice that's in it. So, I did say about, like, yeah, so, you know, I said, I got a big bag of dill pickle ones, so she's got chips, you know, for a while. So that's when she's like, well, have another bag. And it went, so you can have 2 then, you've got some chips as well. I wasn't going to tell her, oh, no, I bought some barbecue ones. I'm like, oh, cool, thank you. Drink, and off I go. Mine. I'm taking those. I'll give them a good home in my belly. They'll probably get eaten right after I finish the stream. So, yummy. All mine. How far away are we? We may be able to get to Jezerica before nightfall. We've never been down this way before, and I'm just keeping an eye out for wolves. My wolfish brethren lurk in places sometimes along some of the pathways, so I gotta be careful. And banditos. A nice area. I mean, this would have been a good place to set up a colony as well, is over here across this bridge. without a bridge. That's the thing the game doesn't let you build, though. Like, I would like them to let us build a bridge. A wooden bridge. Then again, I've never tried to run a pathway across a thin creek. You might be able to do that, for all I know. It might be doable. So, yeah. Every single one of these little saplings looks like somebody standing there. And I'm like, are they bandits? Where does that go? That goes back across and up to Lesnica. We could come back down that way. And there's nothing in Lesnica I want. There is a smith. And we do have ore. That's a good point, actually, since we have copper. But now, I might want to get my blacksmith making copper tools, like copper knives especially. Holy God, do they go through knives fast in that hunting lodge. Hey, another cart. This one has ominous amounts of arrows stuck into it. I don't think they were transporting arrows like that. Mead? Air wine? Oh, somebody hijacked a booze shipment here. That's no good. They didn't take all the booze either. They didn't do a very good job. What kind of highwayman doesn't take everything? How do I get into this town? Wait. Follow the path. They're making stone buildings. They've got full slate roofs, I think? Or maybe they're just... No, they're not the wooden plank roofs. They're too neat. Those are the slate roofs. Sweet. Hey, Sam! Hello! How's it going? There's nobody on duty at the tavern. What is this nonsense? Oh.
Be welcomed, stranger.
Nebula? Oh. Neluba. That's Nebula. Like, damn. I loved you in Guardians of the Galaxy. So we found Karen Gillan, guys.
Whatever you need.
How's it going today, Sam? Nice to see you. I'm going to sell this empty beer bottle, but I am keeping the wine and the meat. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm carrying 8 planks with me. What am I doing? Why am I running around with 8 planks? Suppose I could sell this salted meat. We're not going to need that. We have plenty of other food.
Goodbye.
Alright, bye. God. Someone's talking to me. Yeesh. Okay, there are people here. Production. Jaromira. Do we want to hire somebody to work production and go into the workshop? We have another house now, so I have the ability to put anybody in that house, and I would need to get 2 males to put in with them. I don't know, can I sleep by these fires? No, I can't. I'm gonna need to actually get my own campfire maybe then. Where are we going to make it? Will they let me make it in here? I don't know. Let's find out. They might not let me make a fire in their town. Too close to the existing village. Yeah, okay. We can't just do that. Where's this fisherman, by the way? He's down there by the actual lake, which is where you would expect to find a fisherman, I guess. So I'm going to need to go up into the woods, I think. Well, can we find a good spot down by the lake? That would be a nice place to camp. Down by the lake. Sure. Fishing hut. Fisherman's way the heck over there. I'm gonna go this way. I don't want to disturb the guy. He probably won't let me sleep near. I am going to... Too close to existing village. How far away do I need to be? Really? It won't let me just camp right here in the trees? Sorry, no vagrants allowed. Okay, I can camp here, right where the freaking... right where the cart is that got ambushed and peppered with arrows. Sure. Well, I will put my fireplace here then. Go. Yeesh. Because I can sleep in the cart then. Alright, fine. So, do we need to do anything while we're here? Any raw meat, so I can't cook anything. How's my food looking? I should probably eat. Let me eat the potage that I brought. And we will sleep until the next day. And hopefully it won't be pissing it down with rain. There we go. I can leave that campfire there, by the way. Nice. If it was made of sticks, I think it disappears, but... firewood ones don't. Ooh, look at the fishies. Big fishies. Okay, where's this fishing dude? He's over here somewhere. There's a lot of big fish. And ducks. Cool. This is a nice view. Could have built over here. No, they wouldn't let me, I guess. They wouldn't even let me pitch a frigging campfire up. They're like, no. No fires allowed here. But you've got one! Yeah, but not yours. You're not allowed. Okay. Roland, hello! A new face! Hello, my wife told me about you. Yeah, sorry, lad. I can't be blamed for it. Not my fault if she can't stop thinking about me. That's just how I affect women. Excuse me? I'm talking about you and what is it this time? My perfect smile, my omnipotent arms. What? I've never heard anybody describe their arms as omnipotent. My astounding jaw that seems to be chiseled from the heart of the mountain itself. Your fish soup. Oh, sorry. When you're a legend in so many ways, it's hard to guess. Yeah, apparently. I'd like one bowl of your special soup, please. Sure, but how about a bet instead? Oh god, what? How about a fishing contest? I bet I can catch more fish than you in, let's say, an hour. Wait, aren't you a master angler? Bow chicka bow wow. That's right. Though some call me the Lake Whisperer as well. If you're looking at the best, you're looking at the best bloody fisherman in the realm. Yes, you heard me right. The realm! In all of the 9 realms, I am the best fisherman. Oi. I was the best in the valley well before I turned 15. So what's the point in challenging you? It's obvious I'll fail. Ha! Your submissiveness amuses me, but your reluctance to a bet does not. Alright, I bet you 50 coins you won't sell me soup. Haha! I like what you did there, I really do, but I won't let you weasel out of it that easily. Here's your coins! Haha! Bet you didn't see that coming. Sorry, but I did see it coming. Damn it, you're a better gambler than I thought. I really don't think I am, but I would love some fish soup. Not so fast, you need to win our bet. Choose whatever you want. I bet you another 100 you won't stay quiet for 5 minutes. Fish are stupid. You're stupid, damn. Hey, we can just buy the fish soup from this guy at this rate. Can you please stop giving me your money? Just take some back and give me some soup. Fine, no more bets, but still, I'm not just going to sell you the soup. We can barter. Yes, I will barter you some money for some fucking soup, and I swear to God if he says, bring me some fish, I'm gonna be like, dude, I will actually feed you to these pike. And the ducks will laugh about it. What do you need? Although I am the absolute best fisher, I'm not as good as a hunter, and I've always wanted Vicent's skull. Oh no, they're like a rare drop. For a decoration and whatnot. If you can get me one, I'll give you the soup. Oh my god, really? I came all the way down here for this? Deliver a Vicent's skull. I doubt there are going to be any bison around here. And I only know there. Maybe. Let's have a look at the filter for wild animals. What are Vicent? That's what they look like. But yeah, there's that there. Never seen any around where we live. And I haven't really been far enough anywhere else. What about... Oh, there's some up here, look. About halfway back. Okay. I'm gonna put a custom marker there. Also, don't know if you know, but your game title is still Guild Wars 2. Oh, hell, really? Is it doing that again? I thought I changed this. Oh my god, it reset. I did this before. Twitch has done this to me several times again now. It used to do this years ago and it's doing it again. I don't know if it's just my browser. Thank you very much. I will get this changed. Boom. That should be right now. Appreciate you telling me that's a chalk. Oh man, I've got to check that. Double check that before hitting live in the future again. So yeah, in my stream dashboard, I change all these things before I get started, and then I hit done, and it says info updated successfully, and then I go set everything else up, and then I don't know why, but it just goes back to the previous one again. Yeah, Twitch does it to you with Final Fantasy VII Reunion, puts it as the games and demos? Whoa, that's weird. Yeah, Twitch is strange. Alright, well, this guy wants bison. Oh no, and I barely survived the last encounter. Oh man. I wonder if there'd be any up here as well. Along this area. This seems like potentially prime bison territory, but you know what I do have? I have a health potion. Potion of instant healing. Boom. There we go. That could be a good idea. Is there a potion seller in town who will sell me their strongest potion? No, there isn't. They don't have a herbalist out here. Well, that's fine. Okay. I could look for broadleaf plantain. Just eat a bunch of that. It's still the right season for broadleaf plantains, but I don't know if this is the right biome. There it is. Found it. These only give you 2 health each. That'll get me back up to 110. Alright. Let's go hunt some bison. I know one place for sure that has it. But this forested area does look likely. And it's weird that they would ask me to hunt something that only exists at the other side of the map, right? There's gotta be some out here. Let's go see what we can find. Call on all of my Hunter Call of the Wild experience. Yes, among the pine trees and gentle slopes, that's where they like to roam. And instead I'm finding the edge of the map. Okay. I was gonna say instead I'm probably gonna find a bear or wolves or something. If I find a bear, that'd be okay because I can finish the hunting quest. Alright. Well, in that case, we'll just go to where we know they do exist. We must have spotted them on the way down here, or my character did. My character has radar vision. It's like, yes, I see white-tailed hawks, and you're like, where? I don't see them. There is a lynx, and I'm like, where? Where's the lynx? I can't see a lynx. There's a bird of some variety. There's a crow. Man, why did this guy have to ask us to hunt a bison? I should remember to save the game before I actually... They're going to be bears as well. They're going to be up there, right? But yeah, before I actually attack this thing, I'm going to save the game when I get to one. In fact, we're running through unknown territory. Do that now. And then we don't have to replay the whole fucking day again if I die. I see a deer over there. See a badger? That's a rabbit. See a varmint. Discovered foxes, apparently. There it is. My guy saw that fox through the ground. Using obviously using a hack, you know, it's cheating. Okay, we're getting close to them. How's life in the Great North? 5 out of 5 would buy again. Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. I was just saying, actually, I went up to the gas station again today to get coffee, and Shy ran out of Pepsi yesterday, or just she's got that much left in like a little 1 litre bottle that I bought her from the store couple of days ago, 3 days ago, I think it was like Friday. So yeah, she was like, I'm out of Pepsi, and I'm like, oh. So, you know, I said, well, maybe I'll get you one this week from the store if you're lucky. So yeah, I went and got Pepsi today from the store when I bought this coffee, and the gas station attendant was telling me they're giving away these bags of like Miss Vicky's spicy tomato ketchup chips for free. They've still got like a month left on the date, but they've had so much stock, like not selling, that they're like, we're just going to give a few away for free. You know, get rid of some of the older stock that's ready to get thrown away otherwise, because then it's a waste. They'd rather give it away for free. So I'm like, okay, cool. And they've got loads in the storeroom still because they've been getting regular deliveries. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I told her as well, like, well, my wife can't eat these because they're spicy. She has allergies. I said, but I can. I like them. I said, but I did buy her a big family bag of dill pickle Lay's, and she likes those. She's like, oh, well, that's nice of you. She's like, here, have another bag then. She stuck another bag in the carrier. I'm like, well, thank you. I like free stuff. They're nice. It's just nice here. I love it here. People are great. Hello, Nanny. Nice to see you. How's it going? Come on in. We're looking for bison again, just like we did last Monday. So we're probably going to get murdered when we find one. I am not... Oh, there's one. I see you. I see you, bison. Can I get into... Right, now we're going to save it again. So you moved up for free gas station chips? Well, there are worse reasons. Exactly, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Ah! Ah! Oh. Oh, fuck, he's right there still. Ow! Get fucked! Yeah, I shot you in the ass! That's what you get! Ugh. I'm coming for you! Alright, he's dead. Ah! God, I've littered arrows everywhere. I was trying to get some headshots while it was charging in the hopes that I might kill it quick before it does that shit to me. Instead, I get chased all over creation. This fucking thing better drop a skull now. Swear to God. Oh my God, look how many arrows I stuck in this beast. That's if I just carve it up, it should give me loads. Brr. I'm not doing too well. Had to put your 18-year-old cat down yesterday. Oh no. Oh, Nanny, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That's really a bad thing. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's always a tough thing, you know, because pets, they're family, right? So... I mean, you know, but 18 years is a very good run, but still, you know? Oh God, we didn't even get a skull from this one. Oh no. How long is this guy gonna give us to do this? 2 seasons. Jesus. Because they don't always drop skulls. I am not going to attack that second one because we're nearly dead. We need to heal up. Let me just... Loads of these. I should probably actually go to a herbalist and buy a whole mess of potions. I don't know where the nearest herbalist is, though. Probably Rolnica, if I remember correctly. Let me just eat all of these. That got me up to 76 health. I'm turned around. Where am I? I'm lost. Where did that other bison just go? I was gonna be brave. There we are. Here he is. Okay. Look at that as well. The game is auto-saved in the intervening time. That auto-save would have screwed me over. Yeah, it is a very good run for a cat, but it's nothing can still, nothing can prepare you for it, but I know and I'm happy you had him for so long too. Yeah, that's it. It's about the time you at least got to spend with them, right? Like, because my mother-in-law, they had to put their little dog down, Tika, a couple of months ago now. Like, sometime around December, January, she was feeding her and gave her a little piece of ham as a treat, and rather than chewing it, she inhaled it. She literally went and just breathed it in, and it got stuck in her lung. And, you know, they'd only had Tika like 5 years, I want to say, 6. So still had lots of life left, but they couldn't do anything. It was stuck in the lung, you know, and over time she got weaker and weaker, and the doctors like saying she's very badly infected, and they recommended putting her down. So they did, and it sucks, you know, like, even worse that you just don't get all the time you could get with them. Oh my God, really, bison? Stop moving. Catch my breath. Okay. The longer you hold the bowstring, the more you run out of, the more stamina you run out of. Don't move. Shrugging this shit off. That's right. Run the hell away. Coward. Holy cow, those arrows were not sticking. I need a drink. Yeah, it was really rough. They now have a new little doggy. The dog they had, Tika, she was a Havanese. So they've got a new dog, which is also a Havanese crossed with Poodle, and is already much bigger than Tika, and still pretty young, like a few months old. But is black and white, instead of like, because Tika was like all dark grey, whereas this one is black and white patches. So the shelter where they got the dog from called the dog Panda. And I still didn't get a skull. Oh my God. we're going to be carrying way too much meat at this rate to actually do anything with, and we're going to depopulate the species. We may have to return back home at this rate. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll leave this guy for now, and we'll come back. We'll hunt some more bison elsewhere, and hopefully get a skull that drops. It's not like this guy wants the meat, he wants the skull. And I don't think you can buy those. I don't think you can actually buy the skulls for ornaments and stuff, because you can mount them on walls. They're an ornament, but I think you have to claim them. I have deer skull. If the guy wanted a deer skull, I got one. Oh no, wolves? Really? Let's get into Void Poison. Oh god, oh god, they're right there. I'm running right at the wolves. Don't even think it, wolf. Run. I'm gonna find the path. There it is. They're coming. And the wolves, they in this game, they flank you. Like, they attack you as a pack, and they flank you and hit and run. And it's brutal as hell. They really are quite vicious. Okay. Well, we're abandoning this one for now. But we can do this part of this mission anywhere, and we just have to head back down to Zerica to hand in the thing and get some fish soup for the wife. Got while basically the end of autumn to do it. Spotted a bear. Oh dear lord. And I have like 4 arrows left. Hang on. Because the arrows don't restack. There we go. Man. This. I don't know where this bear's at. Again, my guy spotted the bear. Salt? More salt. Can I carry all of this? Bear's probably up in these rocks. And then, having said that, immediately turn around to be confronted by the bear. Ah, boars, they're even worse. They will just mess you up if you get too close to them. They're like, no, fuck off. Personal space. Plenty of deer. Nice. And bison skulls. I wonder in the skills, just out of curiosity. Hunter's knowledge. Man, we don't have lots of that at all. We have virtually nothing. Experience gain with hunting. I stopped hunting when we got somebody to actually do it for us. It was like the first job I decided not to do. Steady aim. Tracker. Prowler. Less noise when sneaking. Predator. Move faster when sneaking. Careful hunter. 15% chance to extract additional resources might just be the generic stuff, but it might apply to the trophy items as well. Slower durability loss, trapping limit increased, strong arm stamina consumption while aiming. Yeah, there's nothing there specifically aimed at, like, harvesting trophies. That's a shame. Speaking of bears, they're out over here right now. I don't think there's been one sighted in and around the town for a while, but about 4 weeks ago, there were 2 moose down in the ranch just below the ridge where we live, and then also one of them the next day was up by the highway and then walked along the back of this building where we couldn't really see it, but our neighbor in the other building, a friend of ours, she could see it from her balcony as it went up that side of the house, and then it's kind of like it slopes down so nobody else would have seen it as it passes this building. But yeah, a couple of moose and there was a bear sighting somewhere south of the river. The other communities. So they're here already. There's no herbalist here? No, there's a hunter though. Is the hunter indoors? They are. They're in. Gisela! Just out of curiosity, do you sell skulls? It was a long shot. It was a long shot. I really hoped you would sell skulls. Alright, well, I guess we're heading out. We're gonna go down this way and just cross country maybe? Probably remove my marker. Let's go out the other way. We'll head out across the river. It's getting kind of late, but we should be back during the dark. Cocaine bath. Hopefully not. But, I mean, the whole... I know it's meant to be funny and stupid anyway. It's not a serious movie, right? And you get all these people that, you know, scientific know-how people. Like, dude, no, the bear would have died from a heart attack. No, that's not really how it... That's not really what a cocaine... It's like, dude, it's a movie, chill. You know... It's so silly that people got bent out of shape over the concept of a bear high on cocaine basically terrorizing a bunch of people in the woods. And it's like, it becomes the most dangerous apex predator known to man because it just ate all the cocaine. And it's like, yes, that's the joke of the whole video. And some people were just taking that so seriously. And they were like, oh, like as if that would really happen. No, it wouldn't, but it's a movie, so shut up. Also got yourself some moose burgers. No, and you know, in Banff there was a restaurant years ago. We went to Banff for the day when I was visiting once, and the idea was we were going to try and score some caribou steak. Sadly, they didn't have any. Was it steak or was it burger? It might have been a burger, actually. Ooh. And they didn't have any, so that was a shame. Oh. Stone, iron, stone, pickaxe. Bandits beam this way. Yeah, so sadly we didn't get to have that. I don't know if moose is really a thing that you could get very often here. I don't really know what the hunting protections are on certain species, and a lot of them are regional as well. Like, way up in, like, you know, the Northern Territories and stuff, maybe, okay, no problem, you can hunt moose. Down here in Alberta, it might be like, no, you're not allowed at all. I'm pretty sure that people will eat moose. You know, I know it's probably an edible creature, has edible meat. But, yeah, I never had it. If given it, I would try it. I am adventurous that way. I have had elk. Elk was... Oh, God. Nope. Fucking bandits. Ow! Oh, God, an arrow in my ribs. Serpentine. 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 Seriously, bro, you still coming? I suggest you turn the hell around, or my badger is gonna kill you. Yeah, that's right, scared of the badger, aren't you? Ow! Sons of bitches! Sons of bitches! Seriously, you still coming for me? I turn my back and the dude's like, yeah, I'm coming for him. Okay, we need to remember. Oh man, am I? How did I end up running this way? Oh no, I'm pointing, I'm like, what the hell? I'm lost already. Bandits, we have to remember there are bandits along here, somewhere near Denica. And they have frigging bows and arrows. I can just cut across country. Newsflash, teleporters are not the most scientifically dubious things in Star Trek. This is true. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right, as well, like, think about all the things in Star Trek that way back, like, let's say the TNG era when they started walking around with data pads. Hello, we have iPads, we have smartphones, you know, it's like, hi. Surprising how many things they kind of thought about to put in that show, like, well, in the future, people may just have things that, you know, have this capability. What? Torch. A copper spear. All this rot. Sure, I'll take it, add it to the compost pile. Add it. That's it. Okay, well, we found the bandits in the summer. I was talking earlier today about how we'd not found bandits yet in the summer. Found them. Well, they found me. One of their arrows definitely found me. But yeah, it's you know, it's interesting. And NASA were developing an ion propulsion engine that was meant to be basically like the impulse engines in like Star Trek, right? So, you know, a lot of science fiction can be precursor to science fact. So yeah, people getting all upset over things in TV shows and movies that's like not realistic. I just think, get out of here. Same kind of people that complained about the D&D movie not being serious enough. Like, serious? What? You've never played D&D then, have you? There's some weird shit goes on in them. And I like the fact that, I mean, again, no spoilers for the movie, but, you know, for people that haven't seen it yet, you probably should if you have even the mildest interest in D&D. But I just love the fact that some of the stuff that happens in that, like with the group in the movie, like the plan they come up with for doing this one particular thing, I sat back and watched it and I was like, this is totally a thing that players would do in this in D&D. You know, they would actually come up with this convoluted scheme to actually do a thing, and it's very much like what the players would actually do. Like, they would over-engineer the solution to the problem in exactly this way, and I loved it for that. Why do the clay vial is from the potion? It's from the potion. We don't need firewood now. I'll put that back. Put this iron ore away. All this leather. 50 meat. I'm gonna go and dry that. I was carrying planks, which I shouldn't have been carrying with. The rot is gonna go elsewhere, but the salt we can put in here for now. And the stone. I have 3 stone arrows. They can just go in here for now. An extra torch can go in here for now. Bowl away. Anything else? Spear, that's it. The spear can go in there too. Put the rot. Hey, I've stopped pressing F at some point to open chests. Space engineers. My brain is automatically doing all the things in that you do in Space Engineers to open chests and the like. Press F. Oh, that's this. Drying rack. 50 meat though from 2 bison. That's pretty good. You get a lot of meat from those critters. I have had bison. Do you know as well? I'm kind of sad, but not as well. We're going to probably do it next year, but our anniversary is coming up in a few weeks, and Shy and I were looking at like potential getaways. We've probably left it way too late to be deciding on this kind of stuff because we've had other ideas that fell through as well. So we were looking yesterday, actually. She's like, well, let's go to, she said a couple of days ago, let's go to Canmore. Okay, so we had a look around at the stuff that's there, but also then she's like, oh, we could go to Pincher Creek down near Waterton, because there's a place she wants to go to as well, a store down there, to look at the stuff that they have. So it's like, oh, cool. And then we could go to Waterton, but then as though they heard us, she got an email from Waterton's, like, whatever tourist agency or something. And it was because that whole place burned down years ago in the fires that they had, and it was really bad. But yeah, they're opening back up. There's new things opening, and in order to incentivize people coming back, they're like, you know, 2 nights stay and get a 3rd night for free, things like that. So we're like, oh, maybe we go there instead. And when we look at the prices of it, it's like, oh, it's 2 nights is basically the cost of like 3 nights anyway. And then some, with like late booking gouging being done, and it's like, well, that sucks. Because we were planning to go down that way, and in the town down there was the place where I had my first bison burger, Zum's. So I was kind of looking forward to having one of those again. So maybe next year we'll start looking at that, get it all booked up earlier than what we did this year. What do we need to do? I need to put this dried meat away. We're going to sell that eventually. And since I've had a rough day, I'm going to have a mead bottle there as well. There we go. A little bit of booze. The rest away in the house. Apple wine, which I think is basically cider. And pear wine, which is pear cider. 300 coins. A clay vial. I will put that away. We need to find a herbalist. And I'm gonna go buy multiple like health potions, and then we can take them with us when we go hunting next. But I'm not gonna do this for another day or 2 now, in game. Clay vial up here. So what else do we need to do around the town? We're gonna fix this house up. Both of these are done. That one has someone living in. This is empty, so we can move a person in. We need to put in some lighting. And in order to do that, we need to get sewing hut up and running so that I can get the crafting benches that let me make flax linens. And we need to finish building the Mark II workshop, which is functional already. It has a pottery wheel now. It's functional already. So we're good. How are we doing for logs? I went right past them. 15? That's alright. I dialed down the number of logs. I reduced the amount of work being done here to try to conserve the number of axes that we have. Alright. We should probably gather a whole bunch of sticks and finish making more fences around the farm as well. First, we'll get this sewing hut up and running, if we can. Take 10 logs. That should leave enough for everywhere else to make what they need. It's needed 8 for this. And I can't see what I'm doing. 2 more logs and a bunch of sticks. 6 logs. Alright. Pressing that wrong button. Oh, we only have 5 logs left? Of course we do. Just took all but 5. I need to go chop a tree or 2 down. I don't want to clear cut the area around the town though, so I'm going to go deeper in. Plenty of this stuff up here. Spruce trees. Shovel up the stump. Bonk, bonk. over here. I feel like there might be a few rogue stumps around here still that I haven't cleared up. Keep an eye out for those. Go. And one of the things I need to get out of my resource storage as well is all that straw so we can thatch the roof. And a whole bunch of sticks. It might be a good idea as well soon for me to start doing the orchards for the trees. I can probably put those like back here somewhere. Because we have some saplings. We have apple, and I think pear, and hops, which we can't use yet. Guess we need a thingy. Yeah, there's the hops. We have 4 hop seedlings, 2 apple trees, plums, 3 plums. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, we need a tavern to be able to like any booze. That's the distillery at the same time, so right. Go. I think we'll have enough hammer durability for this. Whoop. Pressing buttons is what I'm doing. I saw the trailer as well today. I managed to sit down and watch the trailer for Oppenheimer. That looks really, really good. Definitely want to go and see that movie. Oh, there's also some that needed... Huh. But I have extra logs. We do want to go see Guardians of the Galaxy at some point. That'll be nice. Probably gonna go and see it in a week or two once the crowds have died down. Head to either the local place. My mother-in-law wants to go see it as well, so we'll take her. We'll either go to the local place or we'll take her to the big one in the city, the big cinema there that has like a huge, luxurious lie-down chairs that, you know, all the leg room in the world. Was good, you've seen it? I'm hearing lots of people saying it's, you know, a perfect ending to the trilogy. My coffee's gone cold. Ew. Old coffee. Not a fan. But it's coffee, so that's alright. But yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people just raving about it, saying it's great, go see it. So yeah, for sure, lots of feels. They do. I mean, Guardians 2 hit me in the feels pretty hard at the end as well. Like, Yondu scene at the end. You know, I kind of have a personal relation to that in a sense, like that whole sequence. So yeah. It really got me in the feels. Okay, so what can we make here? We can make hats, we can make hoods, tunics, shirts, trousers. Let's say if we wanted to make a linen shirt, or even a simple one, we need fabric and thread. We could make linen clothing then in that case. If we wanted full-on tunics, then we need wool fabric, so we've got to buy that or we got to get sheep at some point. Leathers, linen, threads, wool itself for a felt vest. Good for, like, you know, winter time. We can make our own backpacks, but we've now got the biggest one. We've got that one. we have a pouch. We could make a large pouch. We need tin, all sorts of stuff. Fur, make gloves for a Vulcan, apparently, or Vulcan gloves. I didn't cry, totally not. It was dust. Don't judge me! Dude, I cry every time when I watch the ending of Guardians 2, so... Saddlebags, we can make hoods. Fur caplets and the like. Yeah, so we can make a whole bunch of stuff here. The loom, what does the loom do? The loom makes fabric from thread. We need one thread to make one fabric. We are going to need the scheme for that, so I'm going to buy that now. And I guess we make linen thread here. Flax stalk. Okay. Oh, I didn't do the threshing yet. I haven't threshed this. I thought I did that. Did I do that? I must not have done. I guess I just left it alone for now. I thought I did the threshing in here. Let's see. Flax seed. Flax stalk from flax. No, I did the wheat. That's what I'm remembering. Ah, no, there we go. More than one, if you please. Walk, 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 walk. Look at that. And that is threshing. I did a load of that. I do like having the fast crafting on for the stream at the very least. That would have taken like 10 minutes for him to do this much. So we just need to turn all of this, and we can only make 14 thread. Holy shit. We're going to be able to make 7 torches out of this then. But that's fine, we can put 7 torches around the town now. Okay. 7 linen fabrics. Street sweepers are going past today, getting all the gravel up. The one that gets me every time, Hawkeye and Black Widow getting the soul stones. I didn't feel that. I mean, it was hard to watch, but I didn't feel emotional. I kind of feel, actually, like, maybe this is just me, but, because I don't think I've heard anybody else say it, but I feel that entire sequence was overacted. And you know what I think spoiled it for me? They use the same music as in Infinity War when Thanos was there with Gamora. They used the same tune. They should have had their own music for that. Not the exact same score. I didn't like that. You know, there should have been like a play on whatever Avengers theme there was instead of the... because that was Thanos' theme, in a way. That was Thanos' emotional scene. You have no soul, you monster. No, that just doesn't get me though. I don't know why. I watched it. It's like the same at the end of Infinity War, you know, with Spider-Man and Iron Man, you know, Peter and Tony, basically. They kind of drew that out way too long. Like the moment, it lingered on too fucking long and too forced feeling, and I just didn't feel it. I was like, it would have been better if it just happened, you know, and we should have felt it from Tony's perspective of like the hurt. It should have just crippled him right there and then, and it didn't. No, that would have been a better way to do it, in my opinion, anyway. But you know, they do whatever they feel they need to do at the time, right? But yeah, no, Hawkeye and Black Widow didn't get me. Just didn't. And even though I knew it was signaling the end of the character, it didn't get me. It was hard to watch them fighting over who gets to die. Like, that was like, oh, you know, I felt that, but it didn't make me tear up. Didn't even do the tightness in the throat or anything. Not a thing. Okay, let's have a look at these lights. 400. Well, I currently have 2,000 monies, so we need 3 stones and a stick for each one of these. How many stones do I have? I just used a bunch up. But the Yondu scene in Guardians 2 will tear me up. So it kind of hits me in some personal feels as well. Because I'm adopted, so it's really hard to see, like, the conclusion of the moment where Peter realizes way too late the whole sense of found family, you know, that he should have had with Yondu. And seeing how Yondu viewed their relationship, and he made that sacrifice for his son, you know? And it's like, for me, it's like, family isn't about blood. It's about the people that care about you. And that's why that hurt. That hurt a lot. I was like, oh no, dude. You didn't know what you had all this time. Right there, and it's too late now, and you see how much it hurts him when he realizes it. And it's like, fuck, ouch. So yeah, that does get me. One here. That's 3. Let's get some along the residential street as well. So can we get one? I kind of put the fence right up to the edge here, didn't I? So it's gonna have to go in people's yards or at the edges. Do want one over here. Oh, I can get one here. Aha, there we go. Boom. 4 down. Get the next one over here on this side maybe somewhere, if I can find a spot for it. There's a spot right there. Is there not one back here close to the edge? So yeah, I guess having a personal connection to that moment as well. I mean, also, since getting married, you know, I watch certain, like, some TV shows that I've watched in the past, and, you know, they would have scenes where there was either, like, someone loses a loved one, a wife, a husband, or, you know, someone's in danger of losing a wife or a husband to violence or whatever. So, you know, I would watch that and be like, yeah, you know, way back when. Now that I'm married, I've rewatched some of those shows, and it's like, oh god, that hurt. It didn't hurt this much before, but it does now. You know, watching those exact same scenes. Oh, there's a spot here somewhere. There it is. I'm finding it, and then I'm losing it. Come on. Oh. Boom, gotcha. That's it. 7 torches. Oh, this is going to look so good at night now. We're going to have, like, torches down the streets. Try watching stuff with kids after you've had kids. Yeah, right. It's a transformative experience, like, having these things in your life that you didn't have before, but you got them now. And then you watch something that has emotional stakes. And, ooh, you're not ready for it at first. You're like, why did that hurt me so much now? And I've watched this same TV show and the same moment in this show like maybe a dozen times by now, and yet I just watched it now and it's crippled me emotionally. Yeah. Because I guess it obviously, cause it puts you in mind of, you know, like I couldn't imagine. Right now, I don't want to imagine ever being in a situation where, you know, I lose Shy. To be suddenly confronted with the loss of my wife. Not right now. Especially not after all we've been through to be together. That would really hurt, but it'll hurt no matter what. And it'll come eventually, right? It'll come eventually, but I'd hope not until we're well into our 80s, at the very least. Let us have a good, like, second half of our lives with each other. Even then, you know, like, it's something nobody wants to think about. Then you watch a TV show that you watched for like many times before, and suddenly you see somebody's wife or husband get killed or something. It's like the impact it has on the surviving character. And you feel it way differently. That shit slaps different. And yeah, it would be the same with kids. But that's not a thing Shy and I are ever gonna have. That's not happening. And funny, we were talking about that in our D&D, not D&D, in our roleplay group yesterday. Actually, one of the guys in our group was talking about how he had his nephew for a couple of days, you know, and they stayed with him, and he's like, eventually it's just nice to give them back, you know, and give them back to the parents. It's like, okay, I've had fun hanging out with my nephew, go away. And the rest of us were like, yeah, don't want kids. It's nice when it's someone else's kids and you can give them back. You know, once you've entertained them thoroughly to the point where they're not going to sleep at night, they're too hyper, then you hand them back to the parents. It's great. Oh yeah. Just in time for bedtime. Like, off you go, back to your parents. Yeah. But, you know, like, I love kids, and, you know, my niece and my two nephews, love them to death, loved seeing them grow up, and I'm done. That's it. I don't want any of my own, because I gotta deal with everything around that. But for people that do have kids, for sure, you know, you see in it, like, oh god, like that the TV show House with Hugh Laurie. My ex-girlfriend from many years ago, Steph, she had a kid from another relationship, like a baby. And the relationship went horribly wrong, so, you know, dad was out of the picture. But yeah, she had a kid. I didn't mind. I was comfortable at that time with the idea of like, well, if this is what's going to be in my life, so be it. But she got me watching House. And I loved it, so I went and got the whole collection for myself and watched it, you know, but she was saying the exact same thing, like, every time an episode came up that had a young kid as the patient, oh, she was in pain watching it, like, no, I don't want to see this, why is this another episode with a kid or a baby or something, no, and yeah, because of course, she was raising a little baby herself, and that was suddenly like having the same emotional impact. So yeah. But we watch these things obviously to feel that, right? That's the whole point. I wouldn't want to watch a TV show or a movie that didn't have some emotion in it that, you know, plays off of your personal experiences. So